Today I have my husband here with me, Kyle. If you guys are new to the channel, this is my husband. Today we are going to do two videos in one. We're gonna film a mukbang, which is a video that you just like sit down and you eat food while you film and talk about whatever you want to talk about. And the second part of the video is basically going to be a video that we've been putting off. So we are going to read the wedding advice, or the marriage advice that we got from our bridal shower, which was back in October. All right, and then we're gonna tell them what we're eating.
All right,
because
so
I don't think you guys can see
what I have prepared for you today as a chef.
I think they're supposed to be able to see what we're eating. Let me zoom in out a little bit. We have rice, we have some peas and carrots, and then what are these things called?
They're field harvest vegan sausages.
So we're gonna try this today, and I guess it's like a first impressions too, because we've never tried those before.
I might have overdone it.
I'm gonna open this. You can start eating, babe. Go ahead. All right,
have to tell me twice.
I don't know where we got this box from. My sister ordered it from somewhere, but it's really cute. Here you go.
There you go.
Advice.
See the heart? The heart is beautiful.
All right, all of these are filled out though, so we're gonna be here for all night. You pick and then I pick. How about that?
Catch me outside. How about that?
All right, so the first one, is from Josh and Carson. They say, Kyle, don't spend more money on your car, spend it on a house for your wifey. So true.
I mean, I'm still gonna be spending
So
more on
true.
a house than I would on my actual car. But
Knowing
yes, car parts are awful expensive.
you is questionable.
Yeah.
All right, next one, go ahead.
All right. So, reaching into the box, what we got?
These are good.
This is from Anonymous, but when in doubt, call Melanie for everything.
I think I know who wrote that. Let me see the handwriting.
I don't know.
Marcus.
Oh.
Pretty sure Marcus wrote this. That's my
know.
sister's fiance.
Well, I mean, technically she is a nurse, so she knows a lot about health and keeping us alive, especially this one. So I'll call Melanie for a lot.
All right. This one doesn't have a name either, but it says always discuss big financial purchases.
Do I not?
Story time.
Oh no. Time out.
Quick little story.
Time out. Time out.
Quick, this video is gonna be forever.
Time out. Oh
Don't try to defend yourself.
No, that's sausage though.
Yeah, it's actually really good. It's really spicy though.
Yeah. You gotta
It's
go
really
fix it.
flavorful.
Oh my god.
Back in March, when we were saving for a wedding, and back then I was like really pissed when this happened, but now I just think it's funny. I'm not gonna tell you the whole story because it's gonna take too long, but long story short, I went to Tony's house. You guys know Tony Rome. I went to Tony Rome's house to meet him and Tony and his girl, my cousin Jessica over there, and come to find out, this sucker bought a car and it was parked in the parking lot and I didn't know. So, somebody lied to me about buying a car. He'll never do that shit again.
Okay, so not from my side, right? First
Ain't
of all,
no side, Kyle. You bought a car and didn't tell me, point blank. He couldn't wait. I told him wait till after the wedding, but you didn't want to wait.
I did tell you.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I did tell
It's
you.
fine. It's fine.
Number one,
I'm
I
over
did
it.
tell her.
Big financial purchases, it's good to talk to each other.
Oh,
about it.
absolutely. Communication is key. You have to.
That was me. Go ahead, you go.
Anonymous, no matter what, always kiss each other goodnight. Love you both.
Aw.
I mean, I try to follow this one as much as possible.
You do.
The only problem is that Sam likes to bury her head under blankets and pillows when she sleeps at night.
I do.
So like trying to find her head in pitch blackness is like trying to find, I don't even know what.
You know what's nice though? When Kyle and me are on separate schedules, so like today is Tuesday, and we get to film this video because we're actually seeing each other, and because he's off, but usually during the day, I go to work, he's still sleeping. When I get home, he's left for work, and he doesn't come home until I'm sleeping. So we're on opposite schedules, but every time he comes home, and every time I leave to go to work in the morning, we always give each other a kiss. We're perfect. We're perfect.
I mean, no one's perfect. Hey, but you're perfect for me.
This is another one. Don't go to bed upset with each other. Sometimes that's really hard to do,
Yeah.
but I don't think we've been together for a long time and we haven't really had huge, like a lot of big arguments. We've maybe had like a handful of big arguments in the 8 years that we've been together.
The thing is like, whenever there's a problem, we don't hesitate to let each other know that we're having a problem. Whether it be my behavior, her behavior.
Oh, I don't hesitate.
We don't hesitate. So there's nothing carried over to the next day, you know? Except for the time that I bought my car and then she didn't talk to me for almost a week. So.
You deserve that shit.
Anonymous, be good to each other, forgive, be patient with each other, with lots of love.
I forgive you.
Yeah, because she likes riding that. There you go. Wah!
Communicate always.
Key to every relationship.
You know what? As easy as that sounds, it's really hard to do for some people.
It is.
Learn to do it. If you don't know how to do it, learn to do it.
If you have a conflict with someone, say it. That's the biggest thing I can tell you. Because whether it causes an issue or whether it gets resolved, either way, you're going to make progress.
You got to pick and choose your battles, though. Like, it's not healthy. In my opinion, this is all our opinions because this is what's worked for me. But, like, it's not healthy to also complain about everything.
No.
Like, there's some things that, like, you should really not wait and just say it to the person. There's some situations that it's like, okay, you really shouldn't talk about it right then and there. Maybe you're in front of a lot of people or whatever. So just, like, take it with, like, I don't know, each situation is going to be different. However, it's a maturity thing. You can't expect people to be mind readers either. You have to learn to talk to each other, basically. That's it.
Next one, hand in hand with everything else. Anonymous, always listen to each other with emphasis on listen, not hear, because hear is different from listen. And
This
don't
sounds
hold
like
anything back.
Sounds like a therapy session.
Communication is key.
Okay. This one we've got. All right. Always remember to say I love you and give each other a kiss before leaving the house. There's little things like this, I swear, that, like, I don't know. Some people forget to do it after a while. People just forget to do it because they're like, oh, whatever. Those little things are what keep you going.
So, another side story, right? I used to work as a financial advisor. So, my schedule was basically whenever my clients were available. There was one time where I was working really late. I started at like 6 o'clock in the morning and I didn't get home until like 1 or 2 o'clock. And when I got home, at the time we didn't have much, you know.
We still don't have
I was
one.
struggling. I got home and there was a note in my closet as I was getting undressed that basically just reminded me of how much she loves me, and she made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which was very cute. And so I was so taken back by it because it was such a little thing, but it just made my day. I posted it on Facebook and it had like 400 or 500 likes.
I forgot that
Yeah.
you posted that on Facebook.
She loves me.
I do.
No matter how much she says she doesn't, she loves me.
Love it. All right. Always say you're sorry even when you're not wrong. I don't know if I agree with that last part, but
Who?
okay.
Who wrote that?
I mean, I get where they're like getting at. Like, sometimes, like, don't put your ego above your partner. Like, sometimes just take that shit on the chin. Like,
Don't say you're sorry, even when you what?
I mean, we've done that before. Like, even though you might not be the one always at fault, sometimes it's good to just make your other person feel like, you know, that they're right or something like that. Like, not all the time, but, you know, don't let your ego get too big. It's really not that important. Trust me.
Enjoy the simple things together. I think this one's pretty big because oftentimes life gets so busy that we forget to just slow down a little bit and relish in the moment. Like, just the other day, we were basically Netflix and chilling the whole day. Like, we didn't do anything. Just finally got a chance to relax, because doing everything up until the wedding and between work, both our jobs are stressful. And all the extracurricular activities that we do, it just gets to the point where sometimes you forget to slow down. And oftentimes that's what starts causing the distance. Oftentimes that's what starts separating people, is because you don't get to do, the things that used to make you happy. I feel like a lot of couples struggle from that. So enjoy the simple things together.
Be understanding. Sometimes, or actually not sometimes, a lot of times, you have to remember, even though you and like me and Kyle are together, we're not the same person. I have a totally different personality than he does. So when I do something out of turn, or if he does something out of turn, I always try not to freak out right away, and I try to process it. Okay, like, what was he like thinking when he did this? I know it sounds funny, but like honestly, like, that's my thought process, because you want to give your partner the benefit of the doubt. You don't always want to jump down their throat with everything, because sometimes it might not be what it seems. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, so that's how I take that.
You just want to look at it from both sides.
Yeah. Well said in like 2 words. See, I struggle with that. I have it up here, but when I try to get it to come out, it just doesn't come out. It's terrible. I think it's a problem, honestly.
Remember to make each other laugh. I mean, that just kind of happens naturally. I don't think you have to remember, but...
You know what it reminds me of, though? I guess it's kind of like a separate piece of advice, but just because you're actually like finally married, you should never, ever try to stop impressing the other person. Don't ever stop doing that. Like, that's what that reminds me of. It keeps your relationship special. Okay.
What's your pick?
It's me? Mm-hmm. Oh, we got this one already.
A lot of repeats, which is good.
We got this one already. This one's a little bit different. It says, never leave home angry. Yeah, sometimes it's not always like practical. Like, people walk away, they go for a walk, they come back, like whatever, but...
I guess that just triggers something for me. Like, what people ask is, what's the hardest part about being or living together or moving with someone, especially for those of you who don't know. And the hardest part is just sharing your personal space with someone else. Because if that were to be the case, if you ever got angry, if you ever got upset, that other person's not going anywhere. And you have to look at them, and you have to find a way to get past that anger, that feeling, or that emotion. I mean, if there's ever an issue, and I tell her all the time, if there's ever an issue, or if you're ever feeling some type of way, like, tell me, or come to me first.
That sausage is spicy.
Last one. Say good morning and good night to each other, no matter what.
Yeah. So we have a lot of the same things, but it's all good advice. It's all advice that I've pretty much heard before, but they're all true in some way.
What'd you think?
Huh?
What'd you think?
I thought it was cute. I think it's cute to get stuff like this because, I don't know, I like it. It's almost like getting mail or something. I don't know, like, I love that. Overall, what would be your advice about marriage and like relationships? We haven't been married for that long, but we've been together for a really long time. So what's your advice?
Be brave. Reason why I say that is because up until, the day that I actually got married, a lot of people have been either hurt by relationships or have trust issues or feel uncomfortable sharing their life with another person. And it's really sad to see, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to be alone. It's always better to have somebody else. So like Sam is my partner in crime. Like she does everything for me and I do everything for her. So I think without her help, there's probably a lot that I wouldn't have gotten through, or at least wouldn't have got through as easy, or would have definitely changed my perspective on life. So because of her, I am the person that I am today. And I think that everyone should have that person. So just be brave, go out there, make a mess, you know, make awkward situations, because sometimes those are the best ways to meet someone, you know?
That's kind of like where I was going.
Yeah.
It's never steered me wrong. 8 years ago, I decided to stop giving an F about everything and just go. Keep getting my hand in that fire. I don't care how many times I get burned. That's just how I am. I really try not to be so scarred off of whatever has happened to me, because yes, you learn from it, but you can't let that shield you from life either. Like, you have to get out there. So I agree. Just be brave in anything that you do, not even just relationships, but in life. That's probably like the best advice I can give anybody. So that's it. Well, thank you guys for joining us for this mukbang. It was very successful. This sausage was banging. Like, it was good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
Ready? Mm-hmm. That looks so white compared to you. I mean, I am black. I am white. Are you ready? Hold on, my glasses are foggy. I can't even see the viewfinder because they're so dirty. I can't stop laughing now. Stop! Why is this so corny?
Because you love me, duh.
You were corny before I loved you.
A couple grand on my car, but it's not gonna be like hundreds of thousands of dollars on the house.
Actually, really.
That's what I told you. She never listens to me.
I don't want none of this healthy shit.
Yeah.
But it's good. I can do it.
Life gets busy, man. I don't know what to say. Never mind. I can do a description. I say first year.
No, that's fine.
Even though I'm not the first year. No, show them like the advice card.
I did.
Because of it.
Boy.
I'm just trying to help your channel.
Damn, we had a lot left.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. Melanie's brows.
It's not questionable. It's
questionable.
very. But did I compromise on the
No, bitch, no. You didn't.
Exactly.
We're about to get divorced.